Hello everybody, my name is Royd, and I make Third Strike videos. It's a sad day today. Macho Man died. Macho Man Randy Savage. It's sad. Anyway, we're gonna keep talking about hit confirms, and we're gonna work with Ken. So with Ken, whenever you have a free combo, you're gonna be doing like a strong into the fierce into strong uppercut into super when it's like ground to ground free punish. If you do it in the air, then you can do jump in, roundhouse, low forward into strong uppercut into super. Those are like the big damage combos. Forget about carry cancels and stuff. Whenever you're actually doing a wake up move, however, on the opponent's wake up, we talked about hit confirms for Ken such as short jab, short super. If that first short does hit, then you can go ahead and confirm the rest of it into the super. It's pretty cool. And after that, you can actually do short super. Some people do prefer short jab super because short jab has more range than short. It's pretty cool. Good combos. Can't parry them high. There's the short jab super. It's really awesome. But then, what if you're not on the opponent's wake up? What if you're not given a free punish? What kind of super combos should you be doing? Well, we've already talked about the strong fierce, confirming that into the super, like you can see here in this video right now. So if the strong does hit, then again, you're doing strong fierce anyway. You can just continue by buffering the super into that fierce, and then just push kick. And by the way, I totally give up on making an intro. I have an intro. I can't combine videos for some reason, so maybe next video I'll have the intro. Moves that you gotta practice in terms of hit confirms is Ken's low strong, and you can actually confirm that into a super. This is a link. And what I mean by link is you can combo after the low strong after he finishes the animation of the low strong. So what you're looking at right now is a pink Sean that's set to random block, and I'm just gonna do a low strong. During that low strong, I'll buffer the super with one quarter circle forward, and if it hits, I'll do another quarter circle forward and then kick. Now, this is different from just doing a crouching strong into super, like you can see here. You'll notice that I'm not canceling it. You can't confirm it if you just do a crouching strong canceled into a super. We are going to be linking it. So, Ken will extend his arm, he'll hit you, he'll retract the arm, and then you do the super. It is one of his most useful hit confirms. The priority in the low strong is really good. It's amazing. So, remember, you're not canceling it. You're just going to be doing a crouching strong, and don't do it too late. If you do it too late, then the super is going to get blocked, like here. If you do it too early, the super's not going to come out, or you end up canceling it. You have to wait till the move is done. Also, when buffering, a lot of you when trying it might get this, where you do a low strong and a fireball comes out, or a low strong and then an uppercut comes out, and you don't want that because that really affects your super. You can't combo after that by confirming at least. If you are getting a low strong into a fireball, which a lot of you most likely are, if you're new to it, then what you have to do is learn to not buffer the first fireball too early. If you buffer that first fireball, because again, you can do fireball, you can go low strong, fireball, and then you're going to go fireball with kick. That's the motion that you're doing. Sorry, low strong, quarter circle forward, and then another quarter circle forward with kick. You have to actually make sure that you are passing the frames where you can cancel that low strong into anything, and then you do a quarter circle forward. I find for some reason that players on American sticks tend to cancel a little too quickly. I'm not sure why. I missed that super. I'm not sure how I missed that one, but what you'll find is that the more you practice it, oh yeah, that's right. It's because I'm still showing you that you got to time it right. So of course these are all pre-recorded. I'm just doing commentary over that. It's really useful, and it's very important that you actually practice this. And when you're practicing links like this, you always want to practice on a standing opponent. Because when you're doing a standing opponent, when you have a standing dummy, they take normal hit stun. If you practice on a crouching opponent, they take more hit stun. Therefore, you'll actually you'll still combo the super. But then if they were standing and you do it at that timing, then they might just block it. Mainly because you have less time to do a super if your opponent is standing than if they're crouching. So the next confirm we're doing is going to be with the stand strong with Ken here. And the stand strong is unlike Akuma's or Ryu's. Okay, Akuma's and Ryu's you can cancel into a fireball, you can cancel into a special. With Ken you can't do that. Okay, with Ken and Sean you can't do that. Not that Sean's any good or anything. So with Ken you really have to remember that the stand strong you can't cancel it. So just like that low strong, you have to wait for the low strong to finish, and then you're going to be doing the super. Very important. So please get out your PlayStation 2s or get your cabinet and practice this. PlayStation 2 preferably, because you have training mode and stuff. The stand strong is an amazing hit confirm. You don't want to overuse it because you keep in mind it does miss a lot of characters if they're crouching. And right here, what you're hearing is I'm trying to cancel that stand strong into a fireball for you, and it's not going to work because Ken's stand strong can't cancel into anything. It's not like Ryu's or Akuma's. Like Ryu has pretty much the same animation as Ken, except Ryu's you can cancel it. Akuma's has the same animation, but you can cancel it, and his is open palm versus Ryu's. So here you have a crouching dummy. If you are having problems hit confirming against a standing dummy, you always want to practice on a crouching one then. But my advice to you is don't even use a crouching dummy. Always practice on a standing one. If you're having a lot of trouble doing it, then alright, I'll let you off. Go ahead, put the dummy in crouching mode, and then you can practice there. But when you start mastering that hit confirm, and in my opinion, the key is that you're putting it on random guard, and when you can master it as in 5 out of 5, you know, and assuming that they block in between, then you want to move on to the standing dummy, and then continue on from there. So the stand strong will hit a Shoto when they're crouching, most of the time. And if it doesn't hit the Shoto when they're crouching, it's because of their head when they're breathing. Notice how Sean's head moves a little high and low as he's breathing. If it lowers and he does stand strong, then it's not going to hit him. His head's too low. So, that's a little cool thing there. If you saw my first video, there's a whole section on it. And stuff like that. But another reason why we're using a crouching dummy is because we actually have overhead confirms that we can use. Ken has 3 command overheads. I think 3. He has the back medium kick, which is the one that you're always going to be using. He also has the stand medium kick where you hold on to the button, and he'll do that axe kick, and then he'll continue into the overhead. You don't ever want to use that. And he has the towards roundhouse, which is the one you see here. You don't want to use that one either. Now, all of these kicks, you can confirm them into a super. You can link them, meaning after he finishes the actual kick, you can do a super and it'll combo. But you have to remember a couple things. First of all, only use the back medium kick. Second of all, it only works in crouching opponents. Okay? Third, you have to do it really fast after the move finishes. So here you see me doing this late on purpose here. It's because I'm doing this too late. If anything, it kind of looks like I'm doing it at the right time, but I'm actually doing it a little bit too late. So you always have to practice it by maybe doing the super with 3 kick buttons. Therefore, you're going to be getting the super earlier. When you push it with 3 kick buttons, then you're kind of giving yourself 6 chances to get the super on the right timing. But always use the back medium kick because it is the faster overhead out of all 3 of them versus the towards roundhouse or the towards medium kick that you hold on to. You don't want to use those. Alright, so try that out. It's pretty cool. On most characters, it is going to be 2 hits when they're crouching, but a character here like Chun-Li, when they're crouching, the back medium kick will only hit once if they're crouching. And again, this will only combo if they're crouching, or if your kick stuns them when they're standing. Then you can combo, because when you get stunned, you take more hit stun for that combo that stuns you. Just letting you know, in case you didn't know that. But here we have Ken against Chun-Li with the back medium kick, because we're not going to use the other one. His stand strong completely whiffs over her because she's so short. Notice how She's ridiculously short. So you want to focus on these combos here. These are hit confirms, alright? Whether they're links or whether they're cancels, they're irrelevant. These are all hit confirms. The only thing you need to know about links or links or cancels is really learning the timing of them, right? What's the difference? If it's a link, then you're going to combo into a super. If it's a late cancel, you're still going to combo into a super, so don't worry about it. So just like Chun-Li's low forward, that's actually a late cancel, it's not a link. But if you want to call it a link, who cares, as long as you can do the combo. So here we have Oro, the back medium kick. Right, Oro's pretty short, therefore the medium kick, as you can see, there we go, blocked, only hits him once. Even though it only hits him once, you still have enough time to actually do the super. So this should be relatively easy. And again, you want to go for this 5 out of 5 times. If you're too far, then it won't combo. Mainly because you're giving your opponent a little bit more time to recover, because it takes you a little bit more time for your kick to get to the opponent. So yeah, other hit confirms that we've already talked about actually are the universal overhead into super or universal overhead into uppercut. So here we have low strong, and low strong confirming into super works on everyone. It's a ground to ground move, it's a low move, well it's a mid move, but you know what I mean. It works on everyone. Amazing. There, I just got the strong by accident. Sorry, the uppercut by accident. It's weird. Amazing hit confirm. You don't want to overdo it, mainly because remember, third strike, you don't do the same thing over and over again, because that's very detrimental to your gameplay. And another problem with the low strong is that you can parry it high or low, so you really got to watch out for it. Don't do it too much. You want to pick your spots very well in terms of when to use them, but you really got to learn it. This is probably the most important hit confirm, if anything. And in terms of practicing how to do it, I don't really know what to say except take out training mode and try it. It's very important that you're actually trying this like actively. If you only have access to the arcade, then by all means try it when you get to the arcade. There's no way that someone can actually help you learn a hit confirm at an advanced level. You just have to know that it is somewhat of an advanced tactic to use. Here we're doing the overhead into the super. We've already talked about this too. So for the overhead and the super, I can see the overhead hit, and if I see it hit, then I'm going to super. If I think that it's hitting too early, I'm not going to super. You know what I mean? It's really important that you're doing this. So the reason why we're mixing up all of these moves here, like you see me doing against this Yang, is because now we are looking at all the options we have in terms of gameplay. I mean, most of your games, you're not given free combos. People aren't just whiffing uppercuts all the time for you to do like a stand fierce into a fierce uppercut, or a stand fierce into a strong uppercut into super. A lot of your game is going to be footsies, which is very hard to teach, and hit confirms. Okay, because a short jab short, you're not really going to be landing that too often unless you're knocking the opponent down. You're not really going to get a chance to get that close to do a short jab short. But if you happen to knock the person down with a throw or something, then all of a sudden you have more options of what you can do. So, yeah, it's really good. The rest of the video is just me kind of messing around with everything we've talked about. But you have to learn all of these things in order to be a good Ken player. And this is only to be a good Ken player. I will do more videos in terms of how to be a really good Ken player. Because remember, my characters are Ken, Ryu, and Dudley. So those are the only characters where I actually have a right to say, like, you know, I know how to use Ken. I'm really good with Ken. You won't hear me saying that with like Chun-Li or anything, because I'm not very good at Chun-Li. Alright, so hit confirms are key. They are very important. This is probably, I don't know, is Third Strike the most heavy hit confirm game? I don't know. I mean, Street Fighter 4 has a lot of hit confirms, but mainly they're like links for normal moves, whereas I'm referring to something into a super. I know like CVS 2, Cammy can do like stand fierce into a super with plenty of time, and she has like a million stand fierces in that game. They all confirm very well into her super. It's really good. Right? So that's a good example of a hit confirm if you play CVS 2. Cammy stand fierce. It's excellent strategy because her fierce has good priority and stuff. So what you want to focus on for Ken, if you are learning to use Ken, are short jab short super, short super, stand strong linking into super, crouching strong linking into super, universal overhead, linking into super, universal overhead, linking into an uppercut, because that's key, and of course the back medium kick. So I hope you found this video useful. Please practice everything in here and subscribe to my videos so I can make longer ones. Hopefully I can get an intro in the next video. So leave a comment, please, subscribe, like it, tell your friends. Take it easy.